Hey guys, it's Sam at Off Grid. Welcome to video number 8. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. We appreciate you guys being here. Today we're going to do something a little unusual. We're going to do normal guns for once. Today we have the SIG P365s. We have all 3 models that they make. So these are really hard to find guns right now. The industry is on fire. The most desirable carry handgun is a P365. This gun is amazing. They're just wonderful. It is a 10 round 9mm. It's just a tiny little package. It's a wonderful carry gun, honestly. I'm gonna go through each gun, its benefits, one over the other, and then we're gonna shoot these on the range and do a short little review. So hey guys, we're gonna talk about the standard P365 first. I'm actually gonna open one up that we have here in the shop just to show you what they come with. So if you're thinking about buying one, this is how they're gonna come. Pop that bad boy open. Comes up wrapped nicely. It's completely wrapped up in plastic. You pop it out of here. It's got the chamber protector, or this chamber safety indicator. I'm gonna take this tag off so it's not in my way. It comes with 2 10-round mags right out of the box. One of them has the pinky extension and the other one is flush. So if you're gonna carry and this much is gonna be too much hanging out, then you get the flush magazine that is also a 10-rounder. The takedown of this gun, we're gonna go through it real quick. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take the magazine out of it to take the gun down. Make sure the slide is locked to the rear. Pull your slide removal button all the way down to the bottom, and then hit the slide release. Slide the slide forward, and then your gun comes apart just like that. You don't have to pull the trigger on the P365 like you do on the Glock. And then field strip and takedown, you're gonna take out your recoil spring, and then your barrel is also going to just drop right out just like this. And that is a complete field strip of a standard P365. Super easy gun to work on, very easy to modify and change. You can get threaded barrels for the P365. They're just a really nice compact 9mm. Okay guys, let's put this gun back together. I also want to stress the reason why people love this gun is because of its size. It is just a wonderful size. We teach a lot of permit to carry classes here at Off Grid, and this gun fits the bill for pretty much everybody. So you lock the slide to the rear and your takedown pin locks back into place on its own. Okay, slide releases right here and your gun is completely put back together. I know I probably did that a little fast, but that's honestly how easy it is to put this gun back together. Lastly, one thing that really needs to be said about the P365 is how great of sights come on this gun. As you can see, if you look through the front post on this handgun is a tritium glow-in-the-dark green dot. So that is a huge upgrade on a handgun. If you were to buy those sights separately, like on a Glock, you're gonna probably spend about $149 for these sights. So hey guys, the next gun we're gonna do is the SIG P365 SAS. SAS stands for SIG Anti-Snag. This gun, all the controls are flush to the weapon, so no exposed takedown lever, no exposed slide release, no exposed or raised sights. Everything on it is anti-snag. Biggest difference on this gun, as you can see, hopefully you can see it in the video here, there is a green bullseye built into the rear of the slide, if you can see that. All right, so there's a green bullseye built into the rear of the slide. So like I said, there is no front sight, there's no rear sight. All there is that green bullseye in the rear of the slide. So when you hold up the weapon, all you see is that green dot, and where your green dot is, that's where your rounds are going, okay? Just a super cool gun. Honestly, this is probably one of the hottest guns that they make. The SAS is the one that everybody wants first because all the controls are super clean on this weapon. So I'm gonna show you guys how to take the P365 SAS, how to take it down, how to field strip it. This is a little bit more problematic than the original P365 with the takedown lever because this one, like I said, all the controls are smooth, so it's the SIG Anti-Snag weapon, so you have to use a dime or some sort of flat item to take this weapon apart. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. So first thing you're going to do is remove the magazine. You're going to lock the slide to the rear. Even locking the slide to the rear can be a little tough because there's really no slide release, so you got to kind of stick your finger in there and push it up. So it's kind of tricky. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a dime and you're gonna put it in this slot right here, and you're gonna rotate that takedown forward, okay? here I am. Okay, I just rotated it forward. You spin it 90 degrees, and then I'm going to slide release, and I'm going to slide the slide right off the top of the lower receiver, okay? So that's how you take the slide off. It's a little more difficult. And then, of course, you've got your recoil spring, and your barrel pops out like that, and that is a complete field strip of the P365 SAS. So now we're going to throw this P365 SAS back together. Starts with the slide, drop the barrel in. Very simple to do. They make threaded barrels for the P365 SAS too, so that's a nice upgrade you can put on your weapon if you have a suppressor. Recoil spring goes in, line up the teeth with the lower, slide it back, lock the slide to the rear, take your trusty dime and rotate that lever back down, slide release again. Little tricky because there's nothing really to grab onto because it's this SIG anti-snag, and that is a complete reassembly of this handgun. Remember, what comes in the box: 2 10-round magazines, one with the pinky extension, one that's flush. But the big upgrade on this weapon is that green dot. I love the green dot on this gun, so she's just amazing if you can see it. All right, guys. So here we are with the P365 XL. This happens to be my favorite model of all three that SIG makes. There's a few reasons. First off, the slide is a little bit longer on this weapon, and the grip is also a hair longer on this weapon, so it fits my hand a little bit better. Another reason why I like this gun over the rest of them, this has 12-round magazines instead of 10-round magazines. 2 rounds can make all the difference. Plus, this handgun is optics ready. So I'm gonna take this weapon down and show you how to field strip it. It's the same as the P365 standard. So I've removed the magazine. I'm gonna lock the slide to the rear. I'm gonna push my takedown lever until it's pointing all the way down. Send the slide forward, weapon comes completely apart. One thing you'll notice right off the bat, there is a plate on the back of this weapon right here. And inside of your slide, there are 2 5/16 screws holding on the back sight. If you remove those 2 5/16 screws, your back sight comes off and this plate comes off, and you can install a SIG Romeo 0 red dot onto the slide of this weapon. So now we're going to reassemble this weapon. Disassembly is the same as before. Guide rod spring comes out, barrel drops out. They make nice upgrades for this weapon. You can put in a threaded barrel or whatever you'd like. Guide rod spring lasers. They make lasers that attach to the trigger guard. So now we're going to throw the slide back onto the lower. You just line it up, line up your teeth, slide it back on, lock the slide to the rear, and close your takedown lever. Okay? Send the slide back forward. That is a complete reassembly of the P365 XL. Love this gun because it's optics ready, a little bit longer so you can hit targets a little farther away, and it has a 12-round capacity instead of 10. So we're back. We have the P365 standard, we have the P365 SAS, and we have the P365 XL. We're gonna run 1 mag of MagTech 115 grain through each gun. And I'm just gonna do a quick review on how they shoot, how the sights work, what I think of them, and let's just go take these guns to the range. We're back, we're on Off Grid's range. It's a nice brisk morning. Man, what is it, about 30 degrees out here? We're gonna shoot our hostage target. It's about 15 yards away. First gun we're gonna do is the SIG P365 standard. I loaded up 10 rounds of 110 grain MagTech in here. So let's just rack it and see how it performs. Okay, range is hot, guys. Okay, range is cold, weapon is clear. I'm really impressed. I was able to hit the smallest target at 15 yards with this gun because of that wonderful front sight on here. So I'm really impressed with this weapon. That's honestly the first time I've ever shot a P365. I want one of these. Okay, next up, we are going to do the P365 SAS. I have the same ammo loaded up. It's 115 grain MagTech. I'm a little concerned because this has the green glowing dot in here, so I don't know how accurate this weapon's going to be. I've never shot one of these before. Let's just load it up and let's see what it does. Range is hot, guys. Range is cold, weapon is clear. Once again, extremely impressed. That dot is exactly where it's supposed to be. I was able to hit the smallest target. I did miss the smallest target twice. I was a little bit high, but it takes a little bit more of a learning curve. There's a little more learning I need to do with that dot because it's unlike any weapon I've ever shot before. So lastly, the one I'm most excited about, the P365 XL, because it's optics ready, running the same ammo, 115 grain MagTech. I have 10 rounds in here, even though it can hold 12. I do have to say too, these mags can be a little tricky to load when you get to that 10th round. The springs in here are tight. Yes, they hold 10 rounds, but they're a little tough to load. But let's go ahead and shoot the XL and see how she performs. So range is hot again, guys. Range is cold, that's 10 rounds. Less recoil with the P365 XL. Kicks a little bit less. A little bit longer slide, a little bit longer grip, a little more control of the weapon. I love all three of these guns. So SIG, you knocked it out of the park. I would buy any one of these weapons. We actually have all three in stock currently at Off Grid. I'm so pleased with these. So a lot of bang for the buck. Just a wonderful, considerably high capacity, tiny little package. So that's the review of the P365s. So we're back in Off Grid. That was our range review of all available P365s. We have the standard, the SAS, and the XL. It was a lot of fun shooting these weapons on the range. Honestly, it was my first time I've ever shot a P365, so it was an honest review. Love these guns. I would carry any single one of these guns. The XL still remains my favorite, with the SAS being a close second. So we hope you like what you saw today. We would appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, and share our videos. Comment in our videos what you would like to see next. We appreciate the comments. We appreciate you guys subscribing to our channel, and we'll see you next time on Off Grid Armory.